Namaste and a very warm welcome to all of you in this morning daily life meditation session with me, Dhyanse. Spirituality, meditation, these topics have become the last resort. Once you have gone through everything else in life and seen that there's something missing, then comes the turn for spirituality, meditation as a last resort, as an add-on, as something when you have nothing else to do, nothing else is serving you. On the contrary, spirituality is the core foundation. It is the first step, because to know oneself, in this world, when we come to this world, to know oneself should be the first step. So spirituality is the first step and not the last resort. It doesn't matter in which phase of life you are. In good phases, bad phases, whether you're young or old, start now. Start with spirituality first. Everything else follows on its own accord afterwards. Take these 30 minutes every morning as an opportunity to start first with meditation, with spirituality, with knowing yourself, with tuning into your true nature, in tuning into the truth of yourself. So at best, join me these sessions live at 7 a.m. Central European time, or if that's not working for you, then you may watch these as recordings afterwards. Currently, we are going through Atisha's 7-point mind training, and we are on the 6th point, which is to establish a discipline of mind training. A discipline for a trained mind and a life according to that trained mind. So let us go through some sutras that we have for today from this point number 6 of Atisha's 7-point mind training. Atisha says, don't malign others. Don't wait in ambush. Don't bring things to a painful point. Don't transfer the ox's load to the cow. Don't try to be the fastest. Don't act with a twist. Don't make gods into demons. Don't seek others' pain as the limbs of your own happiness. Lots of don'ts. And if you summarize what Atisha is pointing at in all these points, in most of these points, there is a common theme, which is how you treat the other, how you respond to the other by not being malign to others, by not bringing things to a painful point of others, by not waiting in ambush to attack others. It's all about how you are responding to the other. So such simple instructions, which we also know in our life, there's seen to be no wisdom and insight into it. It seems like a part of practice, part of instructions as a part of a certain set of practice that you follow. Don't do this, do that, don't do this. But if we go into the core of what Atisha is actually trying to say, what is the message through all these instructions? Is how you are to the other. That must change. Jean-Paul Satre, a French philosopher, he said once, "The other is the hell." The other is the hell. What that means is not that the other person is the hell. The other person is the problem, and we need to do something to fix the relation between us and the other person. It goes even deeper. This idea, this conception, this perception of other is the problem. See that we are all individuals, also we are collective, also we are one. It depends with which state of mind, with which state of consciousness you look at things. If you were to go on a psychedelic trip, you would suddenly see everything as one. If you were to go deep into meditation, you would again see everything as one. If you are in your daily routines, managing your little things of life, looks everything as an individual. So these are perceptions and conceptions that we have made for ourselves. But out of all this, the problem is the moment we create the other. See the difference between individual, collective, oneness. These are all, they have their own place. But the other, that the problem is with the other is the enemy, the other must be competed, the other must be conquered, the other must be, we should protect from the other. The other is a psychological idea. It's a state of mind which is in itself the problem, which is in itself the root of the misery. Somewhere we have explained the entire world in this the other and made a problem out of the other, that you are the problem, not me, but you, the other, is the problem. And out of this the other, all our miseries are there. Atisha says, don't malign others. Same theme, same idea, same emphasis, that don't go into this concept of the other. Otherwise, you will always blame the other. A child, he was writing a letter. In that letter, he was describing his situation. He said, "My dad died and my mother is ill. So please, God, send me $50 so that I can take care of this little family of myself and my mother." And he addressed that letter to God. He went to the post office. He put in the letter. The people at the post office, they saw the letter. It was addressed to God. There was no other address on it, so they were puzzled what to do with it. After checking with their superiors, they said, okay, there's only one way. We open it and see maybe there are clues inside to where this letter belongs to, where they should be sent. So they opened the letter, they read that story from the child, and everybody felt very miserable for the child. They wanted to help, so they collected the money from the people in the post office, and they could only collect $40. So they collected all the $40 and put this back in the envelope and sent that envelope to the child. Few days later, another letter appeared addressed to God once again. Now the people at the post office knew, so they were excited to see what was the response. They opened the letter, and the letter said, "Dear God, next time please send the money directly to me. People at the post office took out $10 that you had sent to me. This is what we do to our children as well. From the very beginning, we teach them to always blame the other, to give this idea of the other as a response, as a responsibility, as a blame, as everything else to what's happening in life is because of something that is the other. When a child is growing up, when a child is born and discovering the world, the child has no idea, no conception of I and you, me and the other, individual, collective. He is or she is made to conceive all these ideas through how we also perceive things. We pass on this perception, this conception on our children, and throughout their life, they are just stuck in this perception, this conception as well, that there is something that is the other, which we need to now tackle throughout our life. So much to say, but nothing to say. All you need to understand is that this other, the conception of other, is the source of all misery, whereas there is no other. It's all us. It's all individuals, collectives, and one in a larger, broader, deeper context, all are one. But there is no other. Even if you see the current state of affairs, where together what we are going through as society, as humanity, if we start blaming everything on the other, if we start seeing the other person in front of us as the enemy, then we are doomed. Then there is no hope. So take a step back. Take a step back from this perception, from this conception that other is something that is the problem. Other needs to be managed, and there has to be sort of rules and guidelines how we manage the other. If we take a step back and just fall back to our true nature, see ourselves as individuals, collectives, and one at the same time, there would be no need to put guidelines, to put practices to manage oneself and the other. Let us move on this note into meditative silence, into experiencing this perception that we have created for ourselves as the other, and see whether this is the truth or is this just an illusion. Please close your eyes. Sit in an upright posture. With your body comfortable, relaxed. Your breath flowing in naturally. Awareness inwards, withdrawing the awareness from the outside, and pulling it inwards towards your inner space. Now observe your body as if you're sitting inside the body and observing it from the inside. And observe the boundaries of this physical body. Allow yourself to become still, silent, and settle in this observation of your body, of the boundaries of your body, as if you're watching it from the inside. As you watch, observe, become aware of the boundaries of your body, don't give it any mental image. Don't restrict yourself. Simply remain aware. If the boundaries are there, they're there. If the boundaries are not there, it's also fine. Feel what your sensations, what your awareness is showing you. not the imagination, not the mental picture, but the awareness of your physical boundaries. In this awareness, include your mental boundaries, physical, mental as one. And allow your awareness to expand beyond these boundaries, beyond these sensations of physical and mental, in all directions. With every breath, allow this awareness to expand in all directions, beyond all boundaries. Feel it with your awareness. In this boundless expansion, there's only you. There is no other. There's only one awareness. Stay in this boundless awareness. And let go of all ideas, conceptions, perceptions of the other. Let go of all effort and simply stay silent and aware. If you wish to continue in this state of silent awareness, keep your eyes closed, let go in it, or very gently and slowly you may open your eyes. Maintaining this awareness, this silence, and this sense of oneness that is arising out of the awareness that we all share. As you go through your day, try not to see everything around you as the other. I'll see you tomorrow at 7 a.m. Central European Time. Namaste.